Okay, let's get started. So, as you know, Stampin' Up just released the Stampin Positioner. And it's kind of a mouthful. It's hard to say. But, oh, I won't keep you long. Okay, so the new Stampin Positioner, as you all know, we had the Stamparatus, and that was a great tool. I found I didn't use it a lot because it meant getting it out and, you know, all this stuff. But I'll tell you, this one is probably going to be one that you'll want to keep right close because it is actually very easy to use. And if if you're a demonstrator, you can order it now through Monday, the 2nd, February 2nd, and then February 3rd through March 2nd, it will be free if you sign up to be a demonstrator. So if you know of anybody that is interested in signing up, tell them this. It's $49 and they pay $99 for their kit, and they get to choose $125 in product, plus they will receive this as well. So $49 and $125, I don't know what that would be, but anyway, whatever it is, it's a good deal. So let's get started, and I'll just show you some of the features of it. First of all, when you open it up, this is the platform, and as you can see, it has, it's plastic, and it has a felt, a black felt back, so it won't slip and slide. You have to actually push it to get it to go. And it has a ruler here along this side in inches and centimeters, and a ruler up here. And then I'm going to put that up really close and see if you can see the, I want you to be able to see that V right in the center. I'm doing a very good job here. So it has one large acrylic pad, and you would put these holes, and then these are spring. They're spring. Yeah, I know. And then these are springy. So this is the nice thing about this is that when you put it on, then it springs down, and that's where you pick up your stamp and then stamp it, and then ink up your stamp, and then push it down to ink it up. So it has this large one, which fits the top. And by the way, it's 10 inches by 7 inches. And then it has the smaller one. And this one, these pegs here is where you use these. So you would put those in there, and then there's springs here and springs here. So all the back there are springs. The feet are springing, and then there's holes here, and that's where it fits into the pegs. So just like that. And I'll show you, I'll show you how to use that too. So it also, you can purchase the grid paper, which is inches on one side and centimeters on the other, and 2 sides to every piece. So it's 50 sheets, but it'll go a long way because you can always use the back side. So that's like having 100 sheets. Okay, so that's the grid, and that's really helpful. So I'm just going to start out by showing you just a regular, just nothing fancy, just how to use it if you want to get a good, a really good, oh, and I forgot to tell you, it comes with magnets. And these are earth magnets. If you look up earth magnets, it's some special thing, and they're very strong, but they won't break like the Stamparatus ones, but they do fit together, and they're very strong. And so these will go here and here, and then they have this little tiny hinge that you can pick them up well, and so you don't have to be, they're really easy to move. So I'm going to start with Nature Symphony. There's a large stamp here, and I do like to get a good, a really good stamp. And so The nice thing about this is that if you don't get it the first time, you can always ink it up again, or just put it down again, and you can get a really good covering. So I'm going to use this stamp, and I'm going to, and the one thing you got to remember is put the flat side. So this is the side that stamps, and that will go down, and then the flat side goes up, and that will be where you pick up your stamp. So when you put that down, you put those down like that and down like that, and always remember that the Stampin' Up logo is at the bottom. Yes, very easy. So first thing you want to do is press down and then pull it up, and then you're going to ink it. Now, my stamp has been used very little, so it's kind of sticky, but as I use it, it'll get less sticky. So, what I did was I put this between the 2-inch and the 6-inch. This is a 4-inch card front, and I put this between the 2-inch and the 6-inch, and then I butted it up against these small pegs. That way you can line it up again if you need to. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to ink this up in, and I'll show you how I ink it up. You just ink it like this. Just ink it all over. Well, just ink it well. And then put it back with the Stampin' logo at the bottom. Press it down. Rub it around. And what a beautiful image that is. You can see what a great image that is. Now, there's a couple of places that aren't covered, so I'm going to put that back on, and I'm not going to ink it up again. I'm just going to give it another whirl, and just so that it was just a little bit of a thing. Now it's better to my satisfaction. So I'm going to wipe this off, and you can use a chamois, and if you get ink around it, it doesn't matter. It won't get on your paper. And now I'm going to do the sentiment, which is "You Make Me Smile," and I want that to be right in here, right in this corner. So again, I'm going to place this on here. And Rebecca, you were saying you wanted, hi Yvonne, thanks for joining. So you were saying about sentiments. This is perfect because you can line up your stamp, and it's really cool. So I'm inking up my stamp. Again, I'm going to put this down and then just press on it. And that's it. It turned out fantastic. And if you wanted to add some more things up here, you could use, there's a couple of small vines on that set, and you could just add anything you wanted and just place it there so that you know it's going to stamp there. I just think that turned out beautiful. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now I want to show you the small acrylic before we get any farther. So this one, as I said, it goes on the pegs. So it will be here. So I'm going to do a, I don't remember what they call it. There's ombre look, but I'm not going to do ombre tonight. But I'm going to line this up right here on the 1/4 inch. This is a 1/4 inch, that first line right there. I'm going to line that up on that and then butt it up to the small pegs. And I'm going to use, I'm going to use this stamp from this is the stamp set, the Fabulous Sayings, that is the product of the month, and you can get, with a $75 order, you can get this for $5. So I'm going to use the one that says Just Because. So I want it to be, so I'm wanting it to be right kind of in the center of these two pegs. So I'm going to line that up right there. Come on, get it straight. And then I'm going to put this down, and remember, I've got it turned, and the Stampin' Up logo is at the bottom. Don't forget that. And so I'm going to pull that up. I'm going to use, let's see, I think we'll use Glorious Grape. I like purple. So I'm going to ink that up. And I'm purposely getting ink on that, and that won't come off. That will not come up on your paper. And ink it. Perfect. And so I'm going to do that again. Inked it up. Now I did 1 and 2, and this time I'm going to do 2 and 3. Place it down, and it pops right back up. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to ink it up again. And I'm going to do 3 and 4 this time. And so it's lined up perfectly because I'm using the, I'm just leaving it in the same place. Okay, now I'm going to be doing 4 and 5. I'm going to move my thing over there. And there. One more. We'll do one more. And then I could add something on this side, a flower or whatever I wanted. And there it is. Just because. Isn't that cool? I know, that's the value of this. Keep it on your desk and have it handy so that, yes, you definitely can use a smaller paper for the sentiment. Yes, definitely. So there's that. Now the next one I'm going to do is 2-step. We don't have a lot of 2-step stamps right now. I'll clean this off. So I'm using one that's actually on the last chance list, but I wanted to show you because they'll probably be bringing more out. And I'm going to use the Impressions of Bloom. And this is the background of the stamp, and then this is the foreground. So I'm going to put this, and what I'm going to do for this one, I'm going to put it, I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to put it here. And then what I will probably do is cut it down so it will be like a 3x3 for the front of a card. So I'm going to put it up at the top, and then it'll look kind of funny, but then I'll cut it down. So I put, again, make sure that you put the flat side. Can't really tell on this stamp, but yes, you can. So I'm putting the flat side down, and I'm going to put my magnets on, and then I'm going to, no, I can't use, I have to use the big one because this flower is just a little bit bigger than the small one. So I'm going to put that down, and I'm going to pick that up. Now, that one's really sticky because that's one of the first times I've used it. But I can put it back in because I know where I have it between. So I've got this, and now I'm going to ink that up in Pretty in Pink, and that will be the background color. So oh, I have it on the wrong side. I knew I was going to do some dumb thing. I knew it. But we learn together, right? Okay, so let's try that again. I'll put that down, and I will put it on the right side this time. Okay, pick that up. You can stick your hand in there too and kind of hold it steady. Okay, now, let's get it right this time. Okay, so now I'm going to put that down, and there, and that's the first one. And now we'll do the detailed stamp. So we're going to put the detailed stamp, and I'm going to line it up. This is easy to line up because it's made to go together. And I want to make sure I get that pretty close. Okay. And then I'm going to put that down. Bring it up. And now I'm going to use strawberry slush. Yeah, oops, it's right. I get nervous. Not that you make me nervous, but I just get nervous. So now we're going to put the Stampin' Up logo right. And then we're going to put that down. And we'll pick it up. And look at that. I thought that turned out perfect. Isn't that cool? And there is a stamp that goes in the center. I could do that one too. But I just think that turned out so pretty. And I'll probably cut that down to like a 3x3 or 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 and use it on the front of a card. So that's the two-step stamping. And then the other thing, there's two other things that I wanted to show you. One is the large stamps. So these big stamps are, I have a hard time stamping them because that large F, I think it's F block is so heavy that, and my hands are small and short and fat, you know, and so I wanted to do this, try this out. I haven't tried this yet, so I'm going to put this way and right here, and then I'm going to line this up on that, and it will go over, but that's okay because I've got paper under that. So I'm going to bring I better clean that off just because I don't want anything to happen. Okay, so now we're going to put this down here, and we're going to pick it up. And then, let's see, shall I use maybe I'll use Old Olive since, Old Olive is fine. It'll show better that way. And I actually picked up one of the, so I'm going to ink this up. And of course with this one, you want to get ink all over. Okay, now we'll put that back, and I'll see how this does. I haven't tried this yet, but I wanted to show you. I guess because of the bigness of it, I probably won't use I just leave those off. Okay, we'll put it on this way. See how that does. And if it doesn't do a good job, then the thing is you can leave it there and up because I didn't have it down. It did pretty good job. I would like to see it better, but I'll have to figure out how to use the magnets with that. I'm not sure. I really don't know. I hadn't tried that yet. So anyway, pretty close. And I could put something over that, and I could put a sentiment. So anyway, you can use the big ones on it. And then the other thing I wanted to show you was that it does work with cling stamps. And I wanted to show you that because, you know, the cling has the foam on it. And so, so I'm going to put some paper in here, and I'm going to turn that over because I don't want the ink from that to get on my paper. Oh, and there's one other thing. There's always more. Always more. Okay. So again, I'm going to line this up between the 4 and the 14 centimeters, and I'm going to push that right there, and then I'm going to put my magnets on it. Now, what I want to do with this one is I want to line it up here, and the one thing about it, you don't need to push it very hard. Oh, I will show you that little one. Oh, I did show you that little one, didn't I? Okay, so pick it up, and it doesn't spring back because it's thicker. So, but it's still there, and I'm going to ink that up. And you just need to, oh, perfect. Perfect. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean that off so that I don't get any on my paper. And I'm going to move that over here. And I'm going to put one here. Pick it up. Ink it up. So if you want to do a line of stuff, you can do that. Ink it up, and then I'm going to do the same thing for the center. So I have a row of grasses. A row of grasses, that's quite a deal. And put that right there. Pick it up. And it just barely, you can just barely push it down, and it works great. Put it back on and ink it up. Perfect. I didn't do a very good job. I should have had that one small, but you know, with practice. Thanks, Lori. So that is that part of it. Now, I told you that there is this little V up here. So if you wanted to make multiples, so if you'll notice, there's a peg here and a peg here. These pegs are about 3/4 of an inch apart, or an inch. No, about an inch apart. But there's not one in here. But then there is that V. So what you do is you put your paper in here between those two pegs, and then that goes in the V, and then you can add a sentiment. So I'm turning this way because my brain works up and down, and I think we'll put a let's see, let's put a happy birthday. I'll just do a happy birthday real quick. So here's happy birthday, and let me clean that off and get rid of that stamp, and then we'll pick this up. And then I'm going to ink that up in Old Olive. This is the real test, Rebecca, whether I get it even. Push it down, bring it up, and it worked. See how even that is? I'm really pleased with this. I'm truly pleased with it. I'm going to be using it, I think. I'm going to keep one over there at my desk because a pretty handy tool. So is there anything else? Have you got any other ideas? Diane, do you have any input? Yes, you, and yeah, and you said about, oh, I know what I was going to tell you. So you put this in here, you line it up so that it's right there. Put your wheels down. Let's stamp a tree. Let's stamp, say I'm doing my Christmas cards. Okay. I'm using the pine tree trimmings, and this is the, oh, I've got ink on my hands, so I'm gonna turn that over. So line that up, and then I'm gonna have my tree in the center. And let's say you're doing 20 cards. Okay, 20 cards. So I've got that lined up. Now I'm going to turn it this way so I know it's even, because it's hard for me to do it, that it's not even. So now I'm going to put this on and pick it up. And because it's in that V, I can, if I mess it up, then I can always get it back in that same position. Okay, I'm inking up my tree. I'm going to put that down, and I'm going to stamp that. And then you actually could make like Merry Christmas under here and something up there. You could actually do that and do it all at once, and you could do all of your Christmas cards with just one piece. So that turned out perfectly. I mean, look at that tree, how nice that is. And then all you have to do then is take it off, bring another one, put another one in there, and it's going to stay in that same position. And you can do however many cards you need to make. If you're doing your, yes, definitely guy cards. You could do Valentine's cards. Use Valentine and make Valentine's cards, 10 of them. I mean, I've got 10 grandchildren. So then I would ink it up. I don't even have to put it down again. It's just going to be in the same place, and you put your next card in there. Put this down. And we've got another tree. So, what do you think? Do you think it's gonna be a seller? I think it is. I think it's gonna be a real popular item. For those of you who are not demonstrators and or you don't want to sign up, which I totally understand, but if you wait, probably within, well, after the promotion, I'm sure they'll have to restock because of all who are planning to sign up. I'm going to have a few people sign up. But anyway, it will be available. They will have it available to customers eventually. I don't know. They haven't given us any timeline. So, but if you aren't a demonstrator and want to sign up, you can get it free. But otherwise, it's going to be $49. So I hope that helped. And practice makes perfect. So I know for myself, I need a lot more practice on it. But then I've just had it one day. So I will be using it in my lives so that I can get used to it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I think it will be very popular. And you know, as a demonstrator, I've seen a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm just going to use my Stamparatus." Well, that's fine, but people can't buy the Stamparatus anymore. So as a demonstrator, I want to share this because then, you know, there's a chance that they will buy it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that when you get yours that you will enjoy playing with it and learning how to use it. And I know for myself, I'm going to be doing a lot of that. So thank you for joining. I appreciate it very much, and I hope you all have a great evening.